Okay, guys. Hi there. So, I got a few film announcements. Um, and just a few announcements in general, not just film stuff. Now obviously this is the day Civil War comes out. Funny enough, I did something like this last year. I did an announcement on the day Age of Ultron came out. So I guess consider this like announcement day or National Announcement Day, I guess, or something. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, next year, the announcement will be that whatchamacallit, ooh, what is it? What movie? Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2. That will be I guess I'll be doing another announcement maybe next year. Who knows? And also, Green Rock 44 did, and apparently he did an announcement today. I haven't seen it yet. But so yeah, guys, consider this National Announcement Day, and this is also again the day that Spider-Man 4 was supposed to come out back in 2011. But let me talk about some announcements that I have. Okay, first of all, a few upcoming, original films I have. Um, Earth Shattered, that is sort of that's a lot about the last human from Earth who goes into space. Sounds cliched, but I promise it's much better than you think. It's going to be more of like a space opera um, ish type of thing that sort of pays homage to the campy film to both the campy films of the 1970s and the nitty gritty movies of the 1980s. Um, so yeah, I think people will really like that. Also, I announced this before, but didn't get a lot of attention. Unidentity is a movie that I've put on, that I've put on the calendar. Well, I haven't put it technically. I haven't put it on the calendar, but it's planned. I just don't know when it's coming out. Um, so yeah, there's that. So also another thing I'm going to announce is what was it? Oh, that's right. The Spider-Man. I've been editing stuff together, and I have an initial release date, but I don't want to announce it until the final cut is done, because I don't want to have to delay it again. Um, it's in July. That's when the initial release date is, if it happens. But again, I don't want it to get delayed again, so I won't, set that date. But that one date happens to be the date of a movie that not a lot of people are looking forward to. So on the date that movie comes out, they can just stay home and watch the Spider-Man instead. So yeah, kind of a smart marketing move on my part. Um, but anyways, the big thing, is a whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, a long time ago, I got permission from Action Inc., now known as Six Side Studios, to make a sequel series to a fan fiction written sequel series that would be on Wattpad and Instagram um, for the Avenging Spider-Man. It would take place after the first Avenging Spider-Man fan film. Well, a lot of people have been wondering whatever happened to that. Well, it kind of that solo series is kind of canceled. However, but don't worry. What we're going to do is we're going to be launching a bunch of other fan films. I haven't done fan film, or not fan films, fan fictions. I haven't done fan fictions since for about 2 years because I got occupied with making fan films, which I personally feel is a higher priority. But we're gonna bring him back while doing fan films as well. Um, the first uh, one we're going to do, well, one of the ones we're going to do is called. Hold on. What was it called? Oh, that's right. It's going to be an Action Inc. one, and it's going to be called, or Six Side Studios one. It's going to be called Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Subtitle: Dawn of Spider-Man versus The Avenging Spider-Man. So yeah, prepare for a fan fiction, or not really a fan fiction, but like a written series, approved by Action Inc. Well, I got approved to do it. Um, that will indeed be about uh, you know, the Avenging Spider-Man and Dawn of Spider-Man. So yeah, get ready for that, guys. And also, what I'm going to do after that is I'm also going to be writing a 5-part uh, prequel series, written prequel series, a 5-part written story on my Instagram, sort of like a fan fiction-y thing, I guess. But it'll be a prelude to the Spider-Man. Um, I'm thinking about putting Spider-Man on public access TV, but it'll probably go on YouTube first. Um, but yeah, and then a couple other things. First of all, I the whole universe that the Spider-Man is titled the MSU, the Marvel Shared Universe, and it's called the Marvel Shared Universe for a reason. You see, uh, one film. There's this one. It's kind of a collab thing. If you ever want to jump in and make your own, and contribute to the universe in some way, you can. So because of that, I went to a few people that make fan films, and I asked them if they would like to do collab series. In other words, they would do series that take place in the same universe as the Spider-Man. And the first one of those happens to indeed be it's going to be the first one that's going to be called the first collab is with Green Rock 44, and he's going to do a series in the same universe as the Spider-Man called Before the Spider-Man. And in case you guys haven't guessed yet, Before the Spider-Man is going to be a prequel to the Spider-Man, and it's going to be including a teenaged Peter Parker played by a different actor that's that works for Focus Productions or Green Rock 44 Studios or whatever name he goes by now. And Also, a few other series that are coming up. Uh, First of all, there's the Spider-Man Universe Ant-Man. Now, this will not take place in the same universe as, well, this will take place in the same universe as the Spider-Man, but unlike Before the Spider-Man, it will not take place uh, before the Spider-Man, I guess. It will take place um, actually will start taking place a little before the Spider-Man, um, during the Secret Wars, which you saw a little tease of in the trailer, but I won't tell you too much about it just yet. Um, but yeah, so he will be doing that series before the Spider-Man, or not, the Spider-Man universe Ant-Man will take place before it'll start taking place before the Spider-Man, but it will and then it will take place during the Spider-Man, during the events of the Spider-Man, and then after the events of the Spider-Man. Now with I will be an executive producer on all these series, obviously, and I'll be pitching ideas here and there with Green Rock 44 series. I am indeed uh, writing that. Um, but I'm right. Yeah, I am writing part of it. I might get somebody else to chip in and help because I got to write some other stuff. But However, the one thing I will say is that what was I going to say? Is that with the Spider-Man universe Ant-Man, what happened was this was Brendan Batman 42, I believe it was Brendan Batman 42. Well, I trying to remember if that was his Instagram name. I think his name was well, I think his YouTube name is 100 Bomb Studios. Keep forgetting that. Feel bad, but he actually came to me and pitched this idea, and I really liked it, and so we're going with it. And you may be thinking, is this Hank Pym? Is this Scott Lang? Uh, is this Eric O'Grady? Um, who the hell is it? Well, I will tell you this. Um, this series will have elements of all Ant-Man plus more. So yeah, get ready for that. Um, and the final series, which I'm helping to write as well, that is, or so far, there may be others that eventually come along. Um, but the final collab series that I have on the table is well at the table on the table at the moment is the Spider-Man universe Daredevil, and that will be made by River Phobos. Again, I'll be an executive producer on that, and it will take place again after the events of the Spider-Man. So yeah, there are those. Another thing that I'm going to be doing. I do plan on eventually be doing a body swap fan film, or not really fan film, original film. But yeah, getting back to the original films, I talked a little bit about them earlier. But getting back to these original films, another original film that I plan on, but yeah, that's one of them. But I've also offered for people that live really close to me that have great ideas. Um, uh, I'm going to be offering them the chance to direct, write, and or direct their own fan film, not their own fan films, their own original films, and they would be released under my. And this is another thing. My new studio name is CJR Pictures. My YouTube may be Spectacular Spider-Man, and my Instagram may be Spectacular Spider-Man, but it's going to be the technical name is CJR Pictures. That is the name of what we are releasing everything under. Um, but yeah, so my friend, the first original film that somebody else is doing will be my friend. He had an idea for a film that he was working on for YouTube. But the thing is, he doesn't have that much following, as much following as I do. So I said to him, "Hey, why don't you hey, why would you like to, release it under my studio, so that way you'd get more attention, but you'd get all the creative control, all the credit. I would be sort of an executive producer, but I wouldn't, I would barely, if not in any way, interfere with the plot. Um, I mean, I just have to make sure, obviously, it abides by YouTube's, their guidance rules that say you can post this, you can't post that. But yeah, aside from that, he can have any plot he wants. And the same thing goes for the rest of the people that are doing their own original films under CJR Pictures. And I will be, by the way, I will indeed be doing a. I'm currently working on a website for CJR Pictures, so get excited about that. And I saw Spider-Man say hello, hello, Spider-Man. Um, but yeah, so get excited for those things, guys, because they're really gonna be great. I think you'll really like them. Um, and what else was I going to say? Trying to think. Oh, that's right. I'm going to be doing a a bunch of fan films based off of Malibu Comics. So, get excited for those too. And finally, the final announcement. Well, actually, not the final announcement. There are two more original films that other people are working on under CJR Pictures. Let me talk about it, okay? Okay, let's get to it. So, one of them will actually be um, one of them. Oh yeah, one of them will be called The Pigeon. It's being directed by Connor Dans and written. And yeah, and there's also another original film being directed by somebody under CJR Pictures. And finally, two really big announcements. These are the biggest ones, I think. I'm going to be working on a DC series, DC fan series. Well, I'm going to be working on one of them. But here's what happened. My friend Connor Dans, who's doing The Pigeon, he's going to be. He said he wanted to make. He was working on a fan film for his channel about Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, and um, he wanted. I said to him, you want to do a shared universe thing. So yeah, his Blue Beetle slash Booster Gold movie fan film will be in the same universe as an upcoming fan series I'm doing with one of my friends um, called Harley Quinn slash Poison Ivy, which will focus on the pansexual relationship that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are currently having in the comics. A few days ago, the Russo brothers said, we're going to have, or eventually Marvel will have, LGBT characters in their universe. Well, they already have them in the TV shows, but I think they meant in the movies. But we are already planning to have our first LGBT characters in the MSU in the Sinister Six movie, the fan film, sorry, um, that we're working on. So yeah, get excited about that. And that's really all I have to say now. And thank you for watching, and I'm out.